When we open the Process Modeler, this is the main entry point for process modeling. You can think of it as the workspace where all process models are created and managed. On the left-hand side, we have the folder structure of the environment, which allows us to organize our process models. At the top, we can search for existing process content or create, edit, and import new process models. From this workspace, we can also access additional capabilities such as process analysis and reporting, share processes for review and feedback, initiate approval workflows through Signavio Process Governance, or navigate to Signavio Process Intelligence. Now let's begin by creating a working environment where we will build all of our Retail Co. process models. To do this, if you work with Signavio, BPMN, or process mining, and want to be among the first to discover the latest BPM and AI trends, you need to see this. This is the Process Expert Community in School, created for BPM, process modeling, and process mining people. Ask real questions and get real answers from people actually doing this work. Free courses unlocked the moment you join. Signavio Masterclass, cheat sheets and certification preparation, plus live webinars and Q&As every week. Get free lifetime access now, link in the description. I'll create a new folder. I select New, then choose Folder, give it a name, and click OK. Once we are inside our new folder, we can go ahead and create our first BPMN process model. To create a new process, we select New, which displays the different diagram types available in Signavio. For now, we'll focus on Business Process Diagram, BPMN 2.0. Once we select this option, Signavio opens a blank modeling canvas where we can start designing our process. On the left panel, we can see the modeling palette that contains all the core BPMN elements we can use to build our process. If needed, we can also expand this palette to access additional elements. Let's start with the first element required for every process, the Start event. I simply click on the Start event, drag it onto the canvas, and place it where I want the process to begin. Once the Start event is placed, I can double-click on it to give it a short description. Next, I'll create the first task in the process. I drag the task element onto the canvas and place it after the Start event. Then I give the task a sample title describing the activity being performed. Now we need to connect these elements together. To do this, I select the Start event, click on the small arrows that appears, and drag it to the task. This creates a sequence flow, which represents the flow of activities in the process. We can now repeat the same approach to add another task. I drag a second task element onto the canvas, place it after the first task, and connect the two tasks using a sequence flow. Finally, every process needs an end event. So I'll return to the Shapes panel, drag the end event onto the canvas, give it a short description, and connect the final task to the end event. And just like that, we have created our first simple process diagram in Signavio.